Hi, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Tami.
And we're the co-creators of Rise Gatherings, retreat experiences for women. And this is Rise TV. Today we are here with Tink Fisher, owner and creator of Clean House. And we have some questions for her about what Clean House is all about.
Let's start with that. What's Clean House all about?
Clean House is about decluttering and organizing your space from a professional standpoint, going into someone's home and helping them make the space functional and livable.
So what do you do when you go into someone's space and make it functional and livable? Because that's very appealing.
You need a space for everything. I have so many people that call me and say, what do I do with the toys? Or what do I do with this? And you know, the closet seems to be overflowing. You need a space for everything. And not everyone has an eye for that either. So I think hiring a professional to go in and say, like, I know what the space should be, but I'm not sure how to execute that. I'm your girl.
Or I don't have the time to execute that so that it's then functional
For sure.
to follow. So let's get into it. Like when you go into someone's house, what's the room that you feel like giving a makeover? And or what are people asking you to help them with the most?
Most people need the most help in their living rooms, like the room that the family spends the most time in. Because really it turns into where they watch TV and where their kids play and where the mom wants to go for quiet time. And you know, she's stepping on Legos and wants to read a book but doesn't have the space for that. So I believe the living room would probably be where I have most clients express their concerns for.
So I get that living room thing because I appreciate when you said it's where I want to sit down with a cup of tea and relax, but when I sit down, I see dirty socks and someone's dish and the Legos. And so like, what are some of the practical things to make that room feel functional and yummy for everyone?
Sure. One thing to keep in mind is that keyword practical. Mm-hmm. It is not difficult to train your family to put their dishes where they belong when they're done with them. And if everyone has a
Do you have a business for that too?
Yeah, it's not difficult to train your family. Okay.
It's a way of living. And if your goal is to have a functional space that isn't cluttered, everyone in the home needs to be a participant. And it doesn't mean that everyone needs to be a professional designer and everyone needs to be tidy. It just means that everything needs a space. It isn't unrealistic to think that your living room can house both of those things. It can be an oasis for the mom and dad to have some quiet time and a space for the children to play. You just need a space for everything. And you also need to really look at what you have in that area. Whether your home is 5,000 square feet or 1,000 square feet, you have to be practical in what can fit in that space.
I've been in your space and I've noticed that she's speaking the truth. And let's just get into the nitty gritty. Like, how do you feel about baskets? Because for me, like I'll have a basket and to be like, well, this is where we're just going to toss all the stuff. But then the basket becomes a bit of a bottomless pit. So like, how do you feel about baskets?
It does become a bottomless pit. But baskets are great because they're functional, especially for children. It's very unrealistic to think, I'm going to store everything in color organized bins that are labeled and my kids are going to go with it. Mm-hmm. If you have a child, you know that it might work for a week.
For me, and I know some of your clients firsthand who said you've actually changed their life because it's the motivation might be there, but the ability to move forward, to be able to have a professional come in and do it with ease and really embolden and empower you to take those steps is a gift that you're giving to the homeowner.
Yes, or also have a
made her cry a
professional.
Because
That's
it's
not
real.
hard.
It's not hard.
That's not hard.
It's very real what you're doing.
Yes, and also it takes this skill. So not everyone has that. Where I could
Right.
say, sure, and she knows me. I'm more messy, but I could say, put all things in a place and whatever. It still wouldn't look the way she does it. And I feel like when you come in, what you're giving people is a reset.
Yes.
Like you're
sure.
you're going
I
through
agree.
all their stuff, and then, which not everyone can do on their own. Just like we wouldn't go to, we wouldn't cut our hair on our own, we'd go to a hairdresser. So you come in with your skill, you give a reset to the space, and then they can follow that. And that's what's empowering. Not that you're teaching them how to do it on their own. You're giving them the skills to keep up with
The baseline.
it. Yeah, but you're really offering the service for women as a form of...
And men.
And men. And women and men.
And kids. You work with kids, I know you do.
Yeah, families. Really, you're offering service
Human
to
beings.
families and everyone and anyone that has a space. Yeah, to
If
give
you could
a
train the
clearing.
dog to put his toys back, that would be the next level, because my dog leaves his dog toys all over the house. All right,
Next
so how
level,
can
yes.
people find you?
Website, cleanhousetink.com. I'm also on Instagram, again, cleanhousetink, and Facebook as well.
Great. Thank you, Tink.
Thank you, Tink. We love you. Hugs.
Ooh. You dance.
Thanks for joining us on Rise TV.
You do your dance.
And come back next time for another episode. We'll see you soon.